pre-show. He doesn't show it in the prompter.
Okay. 15.
Right, off the top of pre-show?
Yes.
Okay.
10.
That's
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go see. Cart. Son of one.
11 years and 3 months. This is the most dangerous person I've seen. He's probably the most dangerous person in America right now.
Mike Q.
Lake Charles police announced the search for suspects in a string of shootings that left 3 people dead and a 4th person injured.
Wiping.
Plus, Vinton officials are investigating a string of animal cruelty reports of someone shooting cats in a neighborhood.
Wiping.
And energy drinks are most popular among teens, but some health officials say the high-octane beverages can
by
be
your break.
dangerous. Live at 5 is next.
Killer Mike and Fade.
Yeah, today's was longer than usual. And I'll be killing on the fly, so. I understand that this is a breaking news day. It can't be helped.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go see.
Now, in high
Standard by on
definition,
cam.
sponsored by Nissan of Lake Charles. This is 7 News, live at 5.
Go Key, Mike Q.
Good afternoon, I'm Cynthia Arsenault. 3 people are dead after a late-night shooting, which was the latest in a series of gun-related crimes. Authorities believe 1 man is responsible. 18-year-old Armanta Daquan Hadnot is wanted in relation to the shooting at McMillan Park in North Lake Charles late last night. Police Chief Don Dixon says a group was at McMillan Park when Hadnot attempted to rob them. Dixon says Hadnot shot one man as he was laying on the ground. 2 others were fatally wounded as they tried to run away.
And 2.
They were rolling dice in the park, minding their own business, and they were approached by 2 males.
27 seconds.
They were told to lay down and give it up, pull their pockets out. They did. They laid out. They were prone. And then after they got the money,
more VO,
one of the victims was shot while laying down. The other victims attempted to get up and run. And then 2 of the victims who died were shot as they were trying to run away.
Mike Q.
Now, earlier in the evening, police responded to Highway 171 and Fitzenrider Road, where surveillance video shows a man hanging out of a vehicle and firing at another. Authorities believe the shooter was also Hadnot.
And 3.
The person was doing business there, getting gas.
25 seconds, multiple time, more VO coming back.
Pulled up in which, and I'll give the subject's name later, in which some words were exchanged. The subject got out, pointed a gun
10 seconds.
At the victim, and as the victim was driving away, the subject who was in the passenger seat was literally hanging out the window and started shooting at this car multiple times.
Mike Q.
At a press conference today, Dixon called Hadnot the most dangerous man in the country, and authorities continue to look for him. Hadnot was already wanted for attempted second-degree murder and weapons charges.
She's up on cam.
Many have come and gone from McMillan Park today where the killings occurred. KPLC's Teresa Schmidt reports the neighborhood park for today is a place where people have come to pray, console, and meditate on the tremendous loss.
Son of one. This is 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Standard out. Q will come back centered for the tag, and we will pan and center up for cat shooting.
What happened here?
BR high, whatever that is. A17 is dead.
19 years old, 20 years old. We were 20 years old. $2
and A25 recycled
grief and despair among some
is dead.
The young victims, and can hardly believe the horrible violence that has happened here.
I hope people
2 minutes
in
out.
this world start paying attention right now to what's going on. A lot of people need to get on their knees and start praying and pray hard to God. Because we're living in our last days. I don't know if everybody can see that, but I can see that.
Others who may not know them personally
recycling.
Come to pray and encourage.
A25.
My loved one is waking today because of the world, the foolishness, the turning away from God's heart. They got to come. Y'all got to turn to God. I wouldn't be here today if I did not know God. But I pray right now that this be a lesson learned. That y'all will find your way. Go to church.
We're coming back heat, and then we'll pan and center
Pastor
up on air.
Chantel McNabb with Sound Worship Center wants to help the heartbroken heal.
As a pastor in the city, I'm here to offer prayer and comfort for the family and also for the community, because it's not only the family that's suffering with the loss, but it's the entire community that has lost 3, wonderful young men. So I'm here to offer prayer, love, and support, and anything that I can do as a local leader in the community to strengthen and encourage the people in this tragic loss.
The park is in Lavertha August Council District. She hopes surveillance cameras will help the investigation.
And it is my hope that those cameras were working when this act was performed. And if they were working, the criminals need to either surrender right now, because if the police can identify them through the footage that they examine and they have to come after them, it will be very hard on them.
But for now, community members unite in the sadness that comes when young lives are cut short.
5 seconds. Stand by.
Teresa Schmidt, KPLC 7 News.
And Mike Hugh.
Of course, as we saw earlier, police are using surveillance video in this investigation. They've also arrested 23-year-old Lon Porter, who they say was the driver of the vehicle. We'll have more on the killings on 7 News at 6.
Check out your key.
And continuing coverage through our mobile app.
Pan.
One family in Vinton is looking for answers after 2 of their cats have come back home with serious injuries. KPLC's Jaron Jordan has their story.
Son of 3.
As we get older and our kids grow up and go away.
This is a minute 53 standard out cue. We'll come back 2-centered. We'll stay 2-centered for radar.
It's that attachment to his friendly, furry felines that has Steve Borders and his wife Terry wondering who in their Vinton neighborhood is hurting them. It started in November when his cat Chico went missing.
When he did show up a couple of days later, he had one leg that was just kind of dangling.
It's out.
It looked okay from the outside, but it was just dangling.
After taking Chico to the vet, x-rays showed a pellet and BB gun bullets had penetrated Chico's chest and broken a bone in his leg. As a result, Chico underwent a full leg amputation.
It breaks my heart about my cat. They're going to be okay, but what's next?
What's next came just about 2 weeks ago when another one of Steve's cats went missing.
Same deal. They were gone 2 days, and they're, like I said, indoor, outdoor cats. And when they do come back around, they're shot.
This time, their cat Snowball came back with a bloodied eye. Another trip to the vet unveiled another mysterious cat shooting.
2 pellets and a BB in his head. One was shot through his eye.
After canvassing the neighborhood for leads or any information as to what was going on, Steve and Terry realized their cats weren't the only apparent victims.
My wife spoke with a fellow that lost a cat 2 blocks away. One street over and a block south.
They made their case to the Vinton Police Department, who are now assisting the Calcasieu Parish Department of Animal Services with their investigation. But animal cruelty investigators say without any leads or tips, it's hard to identify a perpetrator. So while the cats are doing okay for now, Steve and Terry just want someone to be held accountable.
I just would really like to find out who's doing this.
At your service in Vinton, Jaron Jordan, KPLC 7 News.
And Mikey Cynthia.
Vinton Police and the Department of Animal Services ask that if anyone has any information to contact your local authorities. The City of Lake Charles Police Traffic Division is putting a speed radar trailer in various locations throughout the city. It's currently located in the 3700 block of West Korean Lake Road. As drivers approach the speed radar trailer, they'll see the posted speed limit displayed, as well as their speed detected by the radar within the trailer. It does not have the ability to issue citations. It's merely a visual aid to make you aware of your speed. After years of talk, Allen Parish Sheriff Doug Hebert says they will be getting a new jail. Today, the sheriff tells us the state bond commission has approved a bond sale to fund the facility. It'll go on a 40-acre site purchased 12 years ago along Highway 26 west of Oberlin. Sheriff Hebert says it should have between 180 and 200 beds. The existing jail was built in 1961. It's been in such disrepair. Officials are spending thousands of dollars just to keep it up and running.
They're up on
A
cam.
beautiful
Stand by
day across Southwest Louisiana. We're going to get our first check of the forecast with meteorologist Ben Terry. And Ben, you're in for Wade Hampton, who's out in Jennings at another Walgreens.
That's right, Jess. Cedric and Wade are both out there. They'll be there till 7 o'clock tonight. So if you're in the Jennings area, head out there now, get your weather radio program. You still have plenty of time, a couple more hours to do that. Back here at home, though, the weather has been spectacular today.
We'll come back to 3 and a 2. Then we'll go to center for the
in the 40s and low 50s. No rain, though, for us, but that was a different story for the folks up into Arkansas, where they've actually seen quite a bit of snow across parts of Missouri that's pushing south and east. That's not the case here at home, though, as radar is clear. Satellite showing a few clouds still working through the area this hour, but for the most part, we saw plenty of sunshine. They hope to warm us up close to 70 earlier today. Now we're down to 68, our current temperature right now. Let's track the temperatures throughout the evening for you. We'll see those temperatures dropping back in the upper 50s to low 60s, but I think we'll actually see temperatures rising by early tomorrow morning, as we'll see clouds increasing. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Stand by 3.
And a little rain on the radar for that morning commute.
And
we'll
3 is up. Stand by 2 centered for the bump.
Weekend forecast all in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Ben. Well, they serve this country. Now there's a call out for the U.S. to better serve its military veterans. Coming up next on Live at 5, a group calling on Washington to do something about the massive backlog in cases at the VA.
Go 1 in 3, 2, 1, fade take.
Nice
2.5.
All right, dropping B6, B4, and B5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I go C. Stand by 2 centered over name. My Q.
They serve their country, but their country is not returning the favor.
Videos
for hundreds of thousands of veterans, getting their claims for benefits approved and processed
We're going to go to a slot out of 2
an
next.
exasperating task. A new report out on the Department of Veterans Affairs reveals an enormous backlog. Almost 900,000 pension and compensation claims are pending. The group, Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, spoke out today, demanding the backlog get resolved now.
And 2.
The VA tells us it will be done by the end of 2015.
So 11 seconds.
These
they
veterans should not have
deserve
to
more
wait that
BO
long
2
for
centered.
the benefits they deserve.
Mike Q.
The group also asked for President Obama to step in to help resolve the issue.
She's up on
It's
cam.
National
Going to the
Nutrition
package out
Month
of
and a
3.
chance to focus on the importance of healthy eating. It can be hard to get through a day without breakfast, especially for children. One Texas elementary school has seen success with a program that teaches kids about healthy eating during the first meal of their day. Brian Scott has more on why a better breakfast can lead to a better education.
And 3. The minute 17 from class is the out cue. We're going to come back to the monitor for the traffic bump.
It's also a solution to problems in class, thanks to
the breakfast program.
All schools offer breakfast to students in need, but at Hodge they've expanded it to a learning experience. All year, students learn how to make healthy choices and why it's so important to have that first meal of the day.
You have to even educate them to the value of it. This is a marriage between the school and the home.
We were just planning, what can we do to help our kids? You know, get them out of the clinic in the morning for headaches, stomach aches, I'm tired, and get them in the classroom.
But they say the key to the program is not just teaching students to make healthy choices here in school, but to take them home with them as well. So hopefully students who don't eat breakfast at school will still eat in the morning and keep it healthy. Simple ideas that have been such a success, Kelly's headed to Washington to share the school story with lawmakers and educators, hoping to inspire other schools to make breakfast a priority.
When people collectively agree that this is important, I think great things happen.
So the education can continue.
5 seconds. Stand by, Ben.
Great break from class.
And my cue.
Well, no major traffic problems.
Cart, stand by your break.
Bumper-to-bumper rush hour traffic. Temperatures will be dropping through the 60s tonight.
30s up.
And the nice weather we had today will be coming to an end as rain chances for end of the forecast. Get the latest coming up.
Stand by your break.
Weather after the break.
Kills Mike and Vane.
Okay, 3:15 for weather. 3:15 for weather.
2.5.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I was looking at the whole time.
15. It looks like you're looking at your phone the whole time.
Not you, Nicole.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go see.
Now your pinpoint forecast with meteorologist Ben Terry.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It was chilly this morning. We had to bundle up out there. We had temperatures in the 40s and 50s. It's going to be warmer tonight by several degrees. In fact, I think our temperatures are actually going to be warming after midnight through the early morning hours. Stormy pattern ahead as we'll see the return of some showers tomorrow and through the weekend. especially on Saturday. Of course, a good chance to get out there. Walgreens and Jennings till 7 o'clock tonight. The 7 Storm team, Wade and Cedric, are both there. They'll be there helping you out till 7 o'clock there at the Walgreens. Stop by, pick up a NOAA weather radio, take it over to them. They'll program it for you here for the next hour and a half or so until about 7 o'clock. Radar clear across southwest Louisiana. A few sprinkles passed through northern portions of the state earlier this afternoon, but none of that made it anywhere close to us here in southwest Louisiana. Temperatures were nice and warm this afternoon after a chilly start. We're still at 68. Right now, our current temperature in Lake Charles is still 70.
I see you
and
sitting
Garrett
there.
feeling nice out there as you head out for some early evening activities. We had some clouds earlier. Those kind of moved out. We're getting a little break now, but back to our west.
Sorry,
More
don't
clouds
remember.
will begin to push back in this evening, and I think as we go towards the morning hours, wouldn't be too surprised if we had 1 or 2 showers trying to pop up on radar. Right now, winds are still pretty gusty out of the southeast, 10 to 15, and as particularly with that wind forecast, will continue through the evening with those fairly brisk winds out of the south, which are they're going to continue pulling in the warmer air. That's why I'm expecting to see those temperatures actually
David Bray, call
rising a bit
526.
as we go
David
into
Bray,
the overnight
526.
as compared to what we may see in the earlier evening. Showers to our north, but nothing like what we're seeing here. They're actually bracing for snow and ice across northern Arkansas, Missouri this evening as a major winter weather event is taking place in that part of the country as temperatures are much colder, as we're seeing definitely warmer weather for our area. A warm front will actually lift north.
He walked away.
pulling
I'm
with
going
it
to punch him in
the
this
warm,
face.
rich tropical air back into place, and that will be what initially triggers a chance of a few showers tomorrow. Then in the weekend, we'll have an additional factor with this cold front as it makes its way closer to the area. It's going to take it some time to clear this, and we'll actually see a couple of rounds of showers on Saturday. Mostly, though, it's going to be afternoon and evening. One of the factors we'll have to work with on Saturday is that the atmosphere will be what we call capped, or what that basically means is it may take a while for some of those thunderstorms to get firing Saturday afternoon. The bad thing about it is some of those storms on Saturday could actually turn severe if they do get a chance to develop. Something that we'll be monitoring. The main threats on Saturday afternoon evening will be the threat for damaging winds and the possibility of some large hail. 58 for a low tonight, so a little warmer as we go through the morning.
Kill it.
Highs in the 70s. Chances of storms Saturday, once again, a few of those could be severe. Highs in the 70s, and then we cool back off again next week. Lows at night drop back into the 40s by Monday and Tuesday, so we're not completely
Standing by on
done
cam
with the cold weather just yet.
All right, it's been
There
chilly
on
in the
cam.
morning, that's
It
for
has,
sure.
yes.
All right, thanks a lot, Ben.
Cured
Coming up next in
Speaking
our
of
Health
heart,
Minute, the
standing right.
danger energy drinks may pose to teenagers when Live at 5 continues.
Killer Mike, fade. Okay. Yeah, we need just while and you don't know. It doesn't light up or anything.
Was that just from testing it earlier?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying tall tower tone played unexpectedly and loudly on the air.
Yeah,
That's
15.
Make sure to reset the board before the show. It wasn't ready to pop still up from the earlier test. Like that.
10.
Just you were inviting her just so they know what happened.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go see. Mike Q.
Energy drinks make it easy for you to add an immediate boost to your day. Erica Edwards reports in
Standby
our
package
Health
from
Minute
one.
that energy burst comes with a consequence, potentially dangerous health problems, especially among teens and young adults.
And 1.
The options for
This is a minute 30 standard out cue. We're going to come back sooner for the time.
Is projected to reach nearly $20
You don't
billion
have-
in sales this
normally
year,
it's
thanks
after
to
the
its
last
most popular
super, or is it
customer,
at the top?
teenagers.
Almost 1 in 5 8th graders drinks an energy drink every day.
That has experts concerned. Dr. Mary Claire O'Brien is one of 18 researchers who recently petitioned the Food and Drug Administration to restrict caffeine in energy drinks because they could be dangerous for young adults.
They are more sensitive to the effects of caffeine,
One
in
minute.
part because their body mass is lower, and in part because the majority of them are relatively caffeine naive compared to adults.
A new study shows energy drinks have an immediate impact on heart rhythm and cause a temporary increase in blood pressure. While most adults can tolerate this slight change in heart rate, teens' inexperience with caffeine makes their reaction stronger, with the potential to cause severe cardiac events,
30.
especially among those with heart problems. Many energy drinks are classified as dietary supplements and therefore have no limit to the amount of caffeine they can contain, unlike sodas.
We don't think it's safe based on the science, and we don't agree that the case has been made by the manufacturers that the levels are safe.
The American Beverage Association says research shows teens and young adults consume, on average, a third of the amount of caffeine as people over age 21. Erica Edwards, NBC News.
And Mikey Cynthia.
The FDA says evidence suggests it may be advisable for teens to limit their caffeine consumption. They're assembling a panel of experts to discuss the topic. Another local school is getting in on the Harlem Shake internet craze. Coming up next on Live at 5, find out how much money students at Barb raise for a great cause while shaking their stuff.
In 3, 2, 1, fade, take it. Oh, at least they're doing something for it. They need to stop with the. That's what she said. She was Beyonce. 15. Nobody believes it. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go stocks.
So powerful. Yes.
7 News is at your service.
You
with
need
the
to
Stock
stop.
Market Report,
Settle
sponsored
down.
by Sam Abear Financial
You
Group.
in heat or something?
Perhaps we should talk.
Yes. That's the last one right there.
In 3, 2, 1, go see. Stand by, Cynthia. Mike, you.
Now, just when you thought the Harlem Shake fad was over, some Barb High School
A is
students
clear. Stand by,
got
now
on
pop
the trend.
1. Son up 1. We're going to come back to 3 and a 2 for the close. Mike Q, bring it down.
And they're raising money for
have
Free
both of
to
their mics
Breathe.
open.
Today, they took to the football field to do the Harlem Shake. Each student pitched in money to appear in the video, raising $800. This brings their total raised to nearly $20,000, beating out last year's total. And they're still working to raise even more money. This Saturday, they're going to hold a car wash at Conoco at the corner of Lake and McNee Street from 8 a.m. to noon. Barb has declared themselves Team A-Bear to show support for a teacher.
They're up on cam because the video stopped.
With lung cancer. Good job.
It was a frozen shot.
Yeah. Again, we see those rain chances begin to increase again tomorrow, and better chances we go into Saturday, as we'll have to watch for some of those storms on Saturday, especially in the afternoon and evening, to be possibly severe. Of course, out at the Walgreens in Jennings until 7 o'clock tonight.
I guess I'm going to re-cue that video for the close.
Getting programmed now. Well, thanks for joining us for Live at 5.
They're up on
we'll be
cam.
back
Stand
on
by
in 30
website.
minutes for 7 News at 6, and we're always on our mobile app
Website's up.
and
Stand by
online at
1. I guess have some that
KPLC-TV.com.
sounds up.
Have a great evening.
Sound up 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fade, take it.
Isn't it that football player?
And next 36